today. Now New Orleans has a choice. Download the New Orleans Talk Network app for your mobile device or listen at www.neworleanstalknetwork.com.
Mary J. Thank you to all of my listening audience that are sharing with us all around the globe. I hope you're having a happy Merry Monday today. You tuned in to Real Talk with Mary J, and we're live from NewOrleansTalkNetwork.com. Hope you're having a grand day on today. Well, we're live on the set in the studio, and we're talking about 12 things divas don't do, you guys. You know, we went in kind of strong on you guys on last week. We went over the first 3, and we won't cover all of them on today. But I have live in the studio with me my special guest that is sharing with me. First of all, I have my diva right here.
Hi, everyone.
Shanika Peterson Johnson is sharing with us, and Ramon right here. Ramon Carter is sharing with us on today.
How's everybody doing?
And then I have Adrian Bostic is sharing with us on today. Adrian. Hello. Guys, listen, we're talking about the 12 things divas don't do. 12 things diva don't do. And if I didn't pronounce your names right, you guys, I want you to correct me on today. But why don't we go ahead for those that are listening to us on today that really don't know and what we do. Why don't you
where I'm a web designer and all kind of other stuff. In my spare time, I like to get on the mic, various open mics in the city, and tell stupid jokes on stage. You'll catch me somewhere if you're out and about, and if I'm sober, I'll probably remember you.
That's A. And what about photography?
I did that. I mentioned.
Oh, you said that?
Yeah.
Okay.
I did that as well. I'm very good at what I do.
Okay, awesome. And then we have Ramon Carter.
Good morning. How's everybody doing? I have a lot of things that I do. First, I'm a barber. I'm a master barber stylist. I'm a mental health counselor.
Yes.
I'm a musician.
So he's used to debating with people all the time.
But above all of that, I'm in full-time ministry as well.
Yes.
That's my life.
Awesome. And Ramon just had a graduation, just graduated.
Yes. 2 weeks ago, Master of Arts in Christian Education.
All right. Awesomeness. And Diva here on my right here.
Thank you. Hey, everybody. I'm Shanika. I am the co-founder, along with my husband. We have a online platform called Young Christian and Married. And if you guys aren't familiar with it, definitely go and check us out online as well as on Instagram for daily updates with that. Along with Young Christian and Married, I am an artist manager. The name of my company is Powerhouse Management. Right now we manage Zach Landry. Shout out to Zach Landry. And we're working with Jeffrey Butter-Pelring, who is the founder of Created to Worship CTW Gospel Choir. So that's it with me.
That's it. So, see, guys, we have some phenomenal guests sharing with us in the studio. I just had to turn my phone off because anybody knows that I'm in the studio right now should not be trying to reach me. But listen, guys, we talked about the 12 things divas don't do. And, I chose you all to be a part of this because I wanted that mixture. I wanted that blend and that balance. Adrian, I'm always listening to and reading Adrian's comments. We talked a little bit. We had a sidebar conversation some while ago as it relates to women and relationships.
Got a lot of opinions on those.
I know you do. That's why you're here today.
Okay.
So let's just dive right in, you guys. On the last show, I said, divas, don't be thirsty. Divas, don't be thirsty. The other thing, the second number 2, divas don't be thirsty. Divas don't post booty pics. Well, I don't know if the men agree with me on that one. They might want those, but divas don't post booty pics.
No.
All right. And the third thing is divas don't twerk in public, you guys. All right.
Okay.
All right. So let's go with that. So we're going to cover those first 3. We're going to go into them right fast because we have 3 more to cover. But I wanted you all to pick up on that because, I did that on last week and I want to hear your opinion on that. Okay. Let's deal with the divas don't be thirsty. Adrian.
Well, I hate when people use that word because it's gotten to the point now where if you show interest in a person, that other person will claim you to be thirsty just to make themselves feel better. Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Okay.
Most of the time, and it just depends on how it comes across. Now, if I don't know who's the hot new male, good-looking guy these days, but from my generation, it was Denzel. So if Denzel come up in here and show you a little notice,
That's what you mean. Okay, you're talking about Hollywood.
right?
Okay,
Let's say Denzel walks in here and he tries to show you some interest. You wouldn't call Denzel thirsty because you'd probably be a little receptive to it.
Right.
But if I don't know who's the funny looking dude in any movie, but let's say me, for instance, if I walk up in here and try to spit game at you, all of a sudden I'm thirsty. It just depends on who's doing it. So I don't like to use that word thirsty a whole lot. Now, is it a woman's place to pursue a man? Absolutely not.
Thank you. Hello.
I
All right.
agree.
That's not the way it works out.
Thank you for entering
Definitely
the room on
agree.
today.
Because let me tell you, in the beginning of the world, in the very early societies, there was only 2 jobs: hunting and gathering. Mm-hmm. Men went out and hunted.
That's right.
Women gathered.
That's right.
That's how it translates to today. Men hunt, women gather.
That's right.
So women should not be out hunting for men. That's not how it throws off the balance of the relationship from the very beginning. Now I'm gonna let the preacher man chime in. I can tell by the way he's shivering right now. He got some stuff. He ready to. He about to explode. Go ahead, Volcano. Get him.
Oh, it's on me.
It's on you now.
You preacher man, they just
Well,
called you out.
it depends on how that word thirsty is presented, because I'm a firm believer that a man and a woman know what they want when they see it. Mm-hmm. And if a woman see a man that she likes, if she like the man, go ahead on for him, because especially the times we live in. But vice versa, as he was saying, men are hunters and the women do the other thing. But in the beginning, God put that. He said it's not fit for man to be alone. He put Adam to sleep. He knocked him out. Go ahead on, go to sleep. Mm-hmm. So when Adam woke up,
He said, "Whoa, man."
Eve was right there. So out of that, I don't know if Eve was thirsty or Adam was, because Adam woke up, because she woke up standing over Adam. The scriptures don't tell us all that, but I'm assuming that he woke up and she was standing over him trying to figure him out. Really, she was probably drooling from the mouth. Like, wait a minute, what is this right here? What is this fine specimen what we have right here? But it can go 2 ways for as thirsty. Thirsty, in today's terminology, is when you have the hot boy, and the women, they see this boy in the club, he have this, he have that. So that thirsty, they're desiring his lifestyle. And they're going to pursue him because of the lifestyle that he has, which meaning she's drooling, she's thirsty, her mouth watering. So that's why that's why that term thirsty is presented out there, not only because the woman is pursuing the man, but because she's pursuing him for the hidden agendas behind why she's pursuing the man, because of what he have.
That's right. Thirsty, some of them need their thirst quenched. Really.
Yeah.
But what Adrian is saying too, I believe it's the approach of a guy. I'm not going to think a guy is thirsty because he's approaching me or trying to get to know me. It's the perception of the woman. And I believe it's the approach. Now, if he come at me like I'm meat, he's going to get shut all the way down. And, but, Ramon, he said, he have a twist to it, saying, they're drooling at the mouth, looking at the man. Yeah, women do that too. You know, just like the men do it, women do that as well. But as it relates to Eve standing over Adam, you know, Adam was in deep sleep. You know, he was. You know, that's just how powerful. See, I got a diva right here, so we're gonna flow with that one. That's just how powerful
I'm
we
waiting to hear
are
that opinion
as
right
a
there.
woke man. To have man to be comatose.
Yes.
That God had to pull us out of him from his side. But we're going to deal with that in a little while. You know, come on, Shanika, jump right in
So,
there.
preacher, I don't believe that Eve was at all thirsty. Okay, so let's go back with what thirsty actually is today. Okay, Eve wasn't thirsty, but it's definitely a term, and it's all in the way that we as women carry ourselves. We're in clubs, we're at bars, and we're going after all of these guys that are a lot of times undesirable. The thirsty term is when a woman is literally, and just like you guys said, you're going after a man based off of the things that he has.
Right.
It's not about getting to know him. I see you roll up in your Benz. I see you roll up in your BMW, and I want that. It doesn't matter if you have a ring on your finger. It doesn't matter if you
Wow.
have 12
That's
kids. And as far as you, Mary J, bringing out women divas, and particularly shouldn't be thirsty. I know I've never been thirsty. I don't think you've ever been thirsty.
Never,
because
ever.
we are women that have our own. And so it's very important that as divas and as women that we represent ourselves with respect. And we don't need anything that a man has. It's important for us to remember that so that we aren't considered thirsty. It's just such a horrible term, but it's
Yeah.
very true.
And I use it a lot, and it kind of makes people annoyed. But when I see women on social media, and let me say this too, because I always say never is such a big word, never ever. You know, I try not to say never. But I believe that at some point in our lives, whether when we're talking about thirsty, and there's different, you know, aspects of thirstiness. You know, if we're talking about thirsty for attention, thirsty for affection, thirsty for love, looking for love in all the wrong places. I know, you know, that's a term that we use. But sometimes when we go through life, you know, there are things that we want in life that we may yearn for. You know, the woman at the well was thirsty. That's why Jesus went to the well, you know, to quench that thirst. So I think at some point in our lives, as it relates to thirstiness, all of us have touched on it at some point, but we're talking about the fleshly thirsty. You know, that's
Thirsty.
what, you know, thirsty, thirsty ladies, gentlemen. But I'm glad you brought it. See, now they're going to pick on Ramon all day since A called him the preacher man. So you're in the
Sorry
hot
about that.
seat. They're going to come after you. I know they're coming
It's all
for you.
good.
They're coming for you. So, but when we talk about thirsty, we're talking about weak. We talking about loneliness. We're talking about needy. All of that is a part of thirstiness. But in no means, if a man approaches a woman, that man should be considered thirsty. Even if that woman isn't interested, that doesn't make him thirsty, you know. And I love the way, and I'm so glad Adrian said, you know, men are hunters, because that's what I say. If you want a woman, you got to approach, you got to pursue, you got to hunt, you know. Now, preacher man said, hey, if a woman see what she like, hey, go. What are you saying,
I
preacher?
said, well, she can go for it. The way in today's society,
Do you
and,
mean she approach him?
that,
And I mean, there's no right or wrong. It's just a matter of standards.
yeah,
And
it's according to how her approach is, because a woman might see a man, nice looking man, whatever, and she approach, hey, hello, how you doing? It never, you know, I don't know if he's gonna be, but that's just it happens. It happens. She
I
can
got
approach
you.
the man,
It's not
say,
a
hey,
deep
look,
thing. I got you.
how you doing? He gonna feel a little played because he's not the hunter. He's the hunted now. So he gonna feel a little off because the woman came to him. It happened to me many times. Women came to me and said, hey, in my past life, you know,
it happens
it
in
came
present.
along and
It
gave
happens
a
in
phone number and
present.
everything. So it happens. If she don't come, she'll send a friend at you, and which that can turn the other way as well. So now he being pursued by 2 women. But that's another story. But it happens.
Okay. Well, we're going to go right into this commercial break, and we're going to talk about how it happens, what happens, and why it happens. We're going to talk about that in a few minutes. You tuned in to Real Talk with Mary J. Guys, you're live on NewOrleansTalkNetwork.com. I'm your host, Mary J. Don't go anywhere. Stay right there. We'll be right back after this commercial break with the 12 things divas don't do. Stay right there. Don't go anywhere.
How does a crawfish or shrimp etouffee sound? What about a piping hot cup of gumbo? Or a catfish platter with soft shell crawfish, catfish, livers, and pickles? And that's just for starters. What about entrees? If this is getting your mouth watering, then you need to come to the Praline Connection. Our down-home Cajun Creole-style restaurant has been providing soul food at affordable prices for over 20 years. And our pralines are delicious. We're a restaurant, a gift shop, and a candy shop, all in one. Bring your friends and enjoy an amazing meal today. Come see us at 542 Finchman Street in New Orleans, or check us out online at www.pralinconnection.com. And be sure to like us on Facebook. You can also give us a call at 504-943-3934.
Are you looking for a home to live stream your next event? Give us a call here at Bethesda Community Event Center, the only place on the Gulf Coast that can host and broadcast live your wedding reception, your baby shower, business seminar, and any other special event. Give us a call at 504-708-9454 for more details.
Y'all know me, this is a people person here.
Big homie head.
It's your boy Fred.
This man, big fan.
Right. Listen, we're your host of the New Orleans Talk Network's Fan View. Real fans talk real sports. Check us out every Thursday night, 6 p.m.
Hi, this is Jill Samuels with Faith That Works. Join us every Tuesday at 11 a.m. Central Standard Time and 12 noon on New Orleans Talk Network as we change the lives of people with the Word of God by equipping the body of Christ to evangelize the world while reconciling people back to God. Let us continue to carry the water to the desert because Jesus is the living water.
Stop this hauling water to the sea.
Now New Orleans has a choice. Download the New Orleans Talk Network app for your mobile device or listen at www.neworleanstalknetwork.com.
Here at Jones Insurance, your full-service agency, let us take care of all your insurance needs. We provide homeowners insurance, flood, rental, commercial, auto, and life insurance. Don't let the unexpected tragedy destroy your family's future. Here at Jones Insurance, 7603 West Bank Expressway, Monroe, Louisiana, 772. Contact Lois at 504-348-1492. Don't let the unexpected
Happy Merry Monday. You tuned in to Real Talk with Mary J, and we're live on NewOrleansTalkNetwork.com. I am your host, Mary J. I hope you joined us right before our commercial break because it got hot during the commercial break, guys, but we're right back on the set. We're talking about the 12 things divas don't do, and I have my crew sharing with us in the studio today. I have Shanika Peterson Johnson, Ramon Carter, and Adrian Bostic right on the end. You know, we went in deep, you guys. We're talking about the 12 things divas don't do it. Don't do it. Don't you post booty pics. No, you better not. Don't drop it like it's hot. Don't twerk in public. Please don't do that, okay? And we're talking about don't be thirsty. So Adrian was just sharing with us as it relates to thirstiness. And one of the things Adrian said that sometimes when men approach a woman, and because he said that the men are still hunters, I'm so glad you said that, because that's going to be my next point, is that men, women, divas, we don't chase men. We don't do that. We don't do that. We don't chase men. Let the men pursue you. Now, I know we're living in, in the new millennium. We're living in the 21st century. We're talking about, all of the, things that women do now, because we're so free and liberated that we've gotten so free that we're just going after men. But no, don't do that. A classy lady doesn't do that. But guys, we're right back here. Let's pick up from what our discussion was during commercial break. Can we go into that? Because Ramon's saying he getting hit in his inbox all day. And I did have a topic discussion on Real Talk Mary J. You can catch it on my blog. Go to blogtalkmaryj.com/Real Talk with Mary J. You living inside your inbox. I talked about it because I've been having approaches in my inbox and I just do ignore. That's, ignore. Meaning I don't have time to entertain foolishness. I don't have time for the weak-minded. So my inbox, I don't converse in my inbox, because if I don't know you, I'm not going to have a conversation with you in my inbox like that. If you know me, you have my phone number, we'll talk about it. But so Ramon, let's talk about what you were saying before our commercial break.
Well, as the topic is talking about being thirsty,
yes,
a man of my caliber, I get a lot of inboxes. The inboxes, the DMs, that's what they call them nowadays. But because my social media is open,
right.
It's an open book. And I'm gonna have to change some of that, my phone number up there, because as a businessman,
okay, I got you.
as a businessman with the barbering side of it,
exactly.
I have that number up there, which I might be changing. No, I'm gonna keep that as a business number, but I'm gonna have another number. And I get all kind of inboxes. And as a man who's in full-time ministry, if they would have called me 20 years ago, I would be right back, typing back, yeah, yada, yada. But my thing is, the man I once was, now when a lot of women are drawn into a man of my caliber, and instead of, it's easy, I can jump in his bed or whatever. No, I use that. I don't want to mess up the testimony. Now I can, nothing wrong. I can minister. Okay, you need prayer for this, prayer for that. I can tell you about a situation because I once was a man out there in the street running wild like a dog. But now I can use that. And okay, well,
they're inboxing you for prayer?
Huh? No, they ain't inboxing like for prayer. But I get the outside of the things like flirting, the flirtatious things.
It's okay to flirt. I mean, single people, that's flirting with other singles. It's okay. But I get what you're saying.
Yeah,
I do. Adrian, dive right in there on that.
Well, I wasn't even halfway listening, but I'll tell you this much.
Why not?
Being 42, because I was texting. Being 42, I was actually in somebody else's DM.
Thirsty.
Right.
Right.
But see, I'm the Denzel of mine. I don't know how y'all get down. When I approach, they listen. So, all right. So 42, dating, never been married, been doing this dating thing a long time. I like to think I'm really good at it. Okay.
Okay.
There's a big difference between how women react to me in their 40s when they were in their 20s. When they were in their 20s, I won't lie to you. I got brushed off a lot. Now, because social media has blown up since 2008, 2009, some of those same women are still able to keep in contact. At 30, it's a little different. Now, all of a sudden, you didn't want me back then, but you still single at 35, and now that biological clock get the ticking in stereo. You need a man, you need some kids, you trying to get all that. And you look at me, he ain't got a police record, he got a job, you're halfway good looking, pretty smart. I can make a husband out of that. No, you can't. Because I don't forget, and I don't go backwards. At 42, it gets even worse.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, sometimes
I do stuff just to see how much I could get away with.
Men do that.
I will.
Yeah.
And it's
That's called testing the water.
Oh, I test my boundaries all the time. I jump all up and through that thing.
You see what I'm saying?
And
ladies?
I gets away with a lot.
Right.
A lot. I can tell you some stories, but then we have to turn these mics off because it's not appropriate. It's definitely must-see TV, though. So, that level of thirstiness tends to increase. If you were one of those girls and you were halfway cute in your 20s and you were brushing dudes off because you had it like that, well, guess what? You probably single as hell in your 40s.
Why is that?
Oh, because if you're a good-looking woman and you still single at 40, never been married, that means you met your potential husband. You just didn't have the vision to see it.
I disagree with that.
Oh, you can, but I'm right.
I disagree with that. And let me interject a little.
Please
bit.
do, so I can prove you
He's
wrong
talking
again.
about all of these games. He's talking about all these games he played, ladies.
It's getting
if
real.
it was me,
I was Mr. Nice Guy in my 20s.
I would have chewed you up and spit you out and left you to figure out what happened.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm gonna put you in contact with them.
You would have met your match
I'm
you would have
sure.
never.
Everybody
all of that
says that.
testing boundaries. I don't play that. All of that testing boundaries.
You married?
Ladies? I'm definitely married.
Oh, well, then you're not even in my demographic.
No, I'm not in your demographic, but I never would have been either.
Yeah, see?
Because I've always worn
It's easy
a crown.
to say.
So
It's
when
easy.
you wear a crown,
It's easy to say.
When you wear a crown, you don't ever.
Hey, I got a drawer full of crowns right now.
It doesn't.
got
It's crazy.
I got a glove compartment full of them.
But it doesn't matter if you are 21. It doesn't matter if you are 25. It doesn't matter if you're 30. It doesn't matter if you're 40. You wear your crown and you wear it proudly. And see somebody that's going to push you and test the water, see how far that they can get. A woman, a lady, a diva, a queen would have never fallen for that.
I got a phone full of divas falling for it right now. What
You
you
would have
talking
been
about?
roadkill.
This is what we're talking about, because we're talking about thirstiness and we're talking about the 12 things divas don't do. I hear what A is saying, because men will test the waters. They will go and see how deep they can get in.
And you know why I can do that?
Sometimes you let
Because
them
they
swim.
approach me and they pursue me.
That night in a place.
Exactly, but that's what we're talking about.
Mhm.
And that's why I particularly wanted to bring the topic forward, because just as Adrian said, testing the water, seeing how deep, if he can swim, and sometimes women let him dive right on in. But what Shanika is saying, a queen, hello somebody, a diva with a crown would never have fallen for that, because when you allow man to tread the waters, come on, you're telling them, come on, I'm not worth whatever, my substance and my value is not, it doesn't run deep, so you can come and tread over me. So that's what we're talking about on today. So 12 things divas don't do, and that's why I wanted to have you guys to come in from a male perspective to hear it, so the ladies can hear it. 12 things divas don't do. We're going to talk about the first 4, maybe 5, because we did 3 on last week. But divas don't be thirsty, and we're talking about thirstiness. Divas don't post booty pics. Don't post booty pics. Come on, you're that proud of your butt? That's your best feature? Come on, really? Adrian said he's gonna test it out, and he's gonna dive in. So don't do that. And the third thing, divas don't twerk in public. Don't twerk in public. Save those moves for indoors. If you got a man, you got a husband, twerk at home. Do the twerking inside. The other thing, divas don't chase men. No. And, Ramon was saying that, some women do holler. I'm not judging it. Some women are bold enough to come. That's you. That's your thing. If it's working for you, that's you. But queens don't go hollering. Queens don't go pursuing. No. Queens are just who they are.
Yes.
And they allow the man to approach them. Now, when a queen sees something that she feels that is substance there, there's, quality, this man has a lot of potential, then she can yield to that approach, if she's interested and attracted to that. But queens don't go after men. They don't chase men. So
Until they reach their 30s.
Until they reach, I'm
Not
49,
true.
fine as wine, baby. I'm about to be 50. me
I'm just saying.
in July.
I can show you messages right now.
I've never chased a man.
I can show you messages right now.
Tried.
So you're dealing with
I don't
a
think nothing
different
wrong
caliber
with
of
it.
woman.
Now, I said never that time because I've never chased a man.
See, the whole thing, divas, divine, inspired, virtuous, anointed sisters. That's what Pastor April said.
And I
but
say divas,
queens,
dynamic, independent, victorious, anointed
okay,
sisters.
queens
I say divas annoying.
recognize kings, and kings recognize queens.
That's right.
And when you look at the woman, not every lady is a woman, but every woman can be a lady. And once you put yourself in the category of the diva or whatever you call it, and the queen, because the queen is a diva, it's a whole nother can of worms because she's gonna walk with class.
Yeah.
When a queen walks into the room, the atmosphere gonna change.
Well, you must have listened to my show.
You know, the atmosphere will change because she's gonna carry herself gracefully. And when we get to other type of twerking and everything, a woman, a queen, she's gonna walk with dignity, and she's not gonna wear all the stuff that's dressed inappropriately because it's not going. It's only thing that's going to attract is flies.
Yes.
I saw a young lady in the store. I walked in the beauty supply store. The way she was dressed, I said, "Excuse me, how you doing today?" She probably thought I was gonna try to. I said, "Baby, look, the only thing you gonna attract is flies," because it looked like she had drawers on. A man is not gonna bring you home to mama dressed that away. A man is not gonna bring you home to mama if you out there in the street thirsty. Number one, if you're thirsty, he's not gonna do that. He's gonna see one thing as the hunter. He's gonna only see one thing. Know what? I'm gonna get her. She fine. She look good, but the way she dressed, I just want to get that, hit that, and forget that.
That's right.
Or whenever I can get that, and then walk away. I'm not gonna wife you.
Right, absolutely. It's
That's
getting
what's gonna
deeper
happen.
in here, guys. Is our caller still on line one? We have a caller on line one. Caller, are you still there?
Yes, I am. How are you? Can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear. How are you this morning?
I'm just listening to your conversation. It's interesting, my brothers and my sisters, and I just want to put I'm not going to take much of your time. I just want to say this. I'm 63 years old, and it's amazing. You know, I've had my share of women. I've left a lot of carnage behind me, and been a victim. I was a hunter and been hunted, and get captured by the game, Right. But I want to say this, that, some of the things, there's some things, you're right. A diva, spiritual diva. My mother was that. You don't lower your standards, but I think that the game can sometimes trap the hunter because they can throw little things on the path to keep him on the path because a good woman, a good man is hard to find. And I'm gonna say this: I think that I've been with my wife for 39 years, and I loved her, and I liked her. And I like something. I love what I saw about her. And let me tell you something. She didn't give me no impression that she really liked me. But let me say this too. Down the road, after we got married, she told me that she kept in touch with me in a certain way. I thought I was the man, but she was she trapped me. So what I'm saying is, it's all right to drop, little hints or whatever it may be in a classic way, but that's not lowering your standards because, good things come for those who wait, whether it's a man or woman. So, y'all got a good, interesting conversation. You always, Mary Jane, have interesting conversation. Brothers, I know where y'all at. Y'all could be my sons, and my daughter, because I got my daughters in their 40s and 30s. But this thing of hunting and catching, it's something else, man. Y'all, I'm gonna get out the phone and just listen to y'all. Y'all be blessed, yeah.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. That was activist L. Mims sharing with us on this morning. He's always calling in to give his comment and his advice, and great nuggets, Brother Mims. Great nuggets to share.
Let me double down on what
but
that man said.
Before you go into that, hold that thought, because we're getting ready to go in commercial break. We gotta get it in. But we'll be right back, you guys. You see, it's getting deep on today. You all better join me on tonight. You know it's gonna go even further, even deeper. Real Talk with Mary J. live on NewOrleansTalkNetwork.com. Don't go anywhere, guys. Stay right there. We'll be right back.
How does a crawfish or shrimp etouffee sound? What about a piping hot cup of gumbo? Or a catfish platter with soft shell crawfish, catfish, livers, and pickles? And that's just for starters. What about entrees? If this is getting your mouth watering, then you need to come to the Praline Connection. Our down-home Cajun Creole-style restaurant has been providing soul food at affordable prices for over 20 years. And our pralines are delicious. We're a restaurant, a gift shop, and a candy shop, all in one. Bring your friends and enjoy an amazing meal today. Come see us at 542 Finchman Street in New Orleans, or check us out online at www.pralinconnection.com, and be sure to like us on Facebook. You can also give us a call at 504-943-3934.
Here at Jones Insurance, your full-service agency, let us take care of all your insurance needs. We provide homeowners insurance, flood, rental, commercial, auto, and life insurance. Don't let the unexpected tragedy destroy your family's future. Here at Jones Insurance, 7603 West Bank Expressway, Monroe, Louisiana, 772. Contact Lois at 504-348-1492.
This is Remus Bowman. I want to invite you every Monday at 12 o'clock live for You and Your Credit. You can call in, you can ask me questions. Believe me, I've got most of the answers for you. We're going to help you get a good credit score. We're going to open doors for you to have an opportunity to be successful and pay low interest for your automobile, your home, your credit cards, everything that you buy. We're going to put you on a great path to have a successful future. Send me your request for information. I'll be glad to answer your question. Every Monday at 12 o'clock, join me from 12 to 1 Monday afternoon for You and Your Credit, originating from New Orleans Talk Network.
Y'all know me, this is a people person here.
Big homie head.
It's your boy Fred.
This man, a big fan.
Right. Listen, we're your host of the New Orleans Talk Network's Fan View. Real fans talk real sports. Check us out every Thursday night, 6 p.m.
Now New Orleans has a choice. Download the New Orleans Talk Network app for your mobile device, or listen at www.neworleanstalknetwork.com.
Mary J. We're live on NewOrleansTalkNetwork.com. I am your host, Mary J. We're back, you guys. I hope you're having a happy, merry Monday today. We are right here live in the studio on NewOrleansTalkNetwork.com, and we're talking about the 12 things divas don't do. Divas don't be thirsty. Divas don't post those booty pics. You better stop it. And divas don't twerk in public. And now we're talking about divas don't chase men. No, they don't. A real queen don't have to chase, Men, if he's a real strong man, he's the hunter, you don't want a man chasing you. No, you don't. I mean, you don't want to chase a man, rather. You want a man to chase you. But I have some friends that beg to differ sometimes. Some male guys, and, that's, I don't want to talk about them, but anyway, if you don't want a woman chasing you as a man, something is wrong with that. I don't know. Maybe you got it kind of twisted. I'm not sure. But anyway, we're talking. A wanted to say something, and I know it's just heavy on his chest right now. He's trying to get He's like, wait, what?
I could talk all day. I could do this whole show by myself, but I'm trying to let everybody else get in. But something that the caller said that, and I don't know his exact wording, but something that he said struck a chord in me, and it's true. When they say a man will only cherish that which he has to work for.
Right.
So if you make it easy for me, easy come, easy go. We've all heard that phrase. When it gets hard, then I'm just gonna let you go. I'm one of those dudes. I will, as soon as I see a red flag, I'm already out the door, because I got a whole phone full of y'all. But make a man work for it, and he will cherish it and work harder to keep it. Oh yeah, we do love a challenge, and all that stuff that we talking about, the chasing men, the posting booty pics online and twerking and all of that basically is for attention. That's it. There's no other reason why a woman would post a picture of her, I can't say that word, her butt online, except to get likes,
right,
and thumbs up and attention. Right. There's no reason why you posting videos of you twerking online except for attention. Right. You crave that, you get that like, you get that little endorphin rush in your brain, and it feels good to you. You doing it for the attention of men.
Yeah.
Hopefully, if that's what I don't know what you're into. I'm not judging. I'm just saying. But that should not be the case. We should be the ones, not necessarily twerking or whatever. We should be the ones putting ourselves out there for you to choose us. Stop making it easy for us to choose you. I do a lot of online dating. Still single at 42. I date a lot. And let me tell you, when I go through these profiles and I see the booty pictures, and it's not necessarily a provocative pic, but why is your butt turned toward the camera at any point?
Exactly.
Because that's telling me that's your best feature.
Exactly.
You put your best foot forward, and if you put your best cheek forward, that's your best feature.
And they put a hunter.
Don't go on there and tell me everything about you, because then I'm gonna already know what you need to hear to get you. Don't tell me everything you're looking for, because I'm gonna read that and I'm gonna recite that back to you when I.
You're gonna be
I'm a chameleon. I can do all of that.
Right.
Take notes, ladies.
Right.
I'm just saying, don't do it for the attention. Put yourself out there. Obviously, if you want to catch fish, you got to cast a wide net. I get it. Put yourself out there a little bit, but don't throw all that too much out there.
Right.
And you definitely don't want the wrong attention. Not every attention is good attention.
Absolutely. And you said a mouthful right there. And I'm glad you said that, because I get that all the time from both women and men that would ask me, what is your type of guy, Mary J? What kind of man you want? And I never say, because I don't want that camouflage man coming after me, because he already knows what I do. Mary J type of man is. And I don't want that woman that feels like that's got to be her type of man too, because that's the man that I desire. It is, your own choice of who you choose. But absolutely a dead on. Ladies, you heard it. That's why I wanted to bring some brothers in, because as I was saying, Shanika, when we start talking about the things that divas don't do as females, the first thing a woman want to say, oh, she's hating, all that, don't have it like me. She wish, but you hear it from guys, you hear it from guys.
And y'all really need to stop competing with each other. I'm telling you right now.
So many women
you think it's that competitive, though?
So many women do that.
Yeah. Because here's the thing. Y'all don't talk about each other to each other. Y'all talk about each other to me. I hear it.
To another guy. But, women do need to stop competing with one another. It's real. And I don't think men do that as much. But
we really don't.
They outnumber is like, 20 women to one man? That's why they're competing so much.
That's why.
Well, and that's true. According to the latest census data, y'all do outnumber us. I think it's like 4 or 5 to 1.
You go out there in Atlanta and
well, I mean, the pickings are slim there.
Yeah, when you think about the number of eligible men.
I mean,
But hey.
But again, I feel like if we are to advance as a people, and I don't mean to get too deep here, it starts with the women. Because let me tell you, y'all don't know this, but everything we do is to impress y'all. There ain't no reason why I need to drive a Cadillac, except I know y'all like that.
I'm not that shallow.
Well, no, y'all aren't. Some of y'all are though.
No.
Look,
but you're
I have
right.
2 cars. I have
I'm
a Jeep.
saying no, and I'm speaking as an individual, but collectively. Yes,
I have
hear
a
what
Jeep.
you're saying.
I have a Cadillac. I used to drive a Lexus back in the day, and I can promise you, I got a different reaction from women when I rolled up in each one.
I'm sure you have, because
Well,
I'm gonna tell you.
where do you meet these women? What type of
just
women?
said online.
I don't believe it's all
out.
online, but
No, I go out quite a bit. That's why she said we probably met somewhere because I'm always in them streets.
Yeah.
But
he's a photographer first, so he's at a lot of events.
and I just I know I got a lot of really good female friends who I've been known for some of them a couple of decades, and I mean I'm good with them. I treat them because they hold me to a higher standard.
Right.
They don't take none of my crap. You know what I'm saying? Your daughter's one of my good friends, and there are certain women that I hold in high esteem, because they demand that though.
A came to me at an event.
Yeah. Okay. So do
you want to tell?
Yeah, I'll tell the story. I ain't got a problem with it. So one of my good friends is a fashion designer, and she happened to use my sister and Miss Mary's daughter as a couple of her models, and I went there to take pictures also. And so I'm just hanging out with a bunch of us who came there to watch the show, a bunch of interconnected friends. And Miss Mary walks in, wearing this little black number that was kind of form-fitting. I won't front. And I mean, classy. It was classy, but it was form-fitting. It was black.
And
black
she's
top.
fine.
Right. So, we all stopped this. And I told her, hold my camera, let me go over here and talk to them. I walked over and I struck up a conversation very briefly. Miss Mary was taking a little bit aback because I think she recognized me before I recognized her.
She didn't know who I was.
Right. See, that's just how I get. I approach so many, I start losing track. But as soon as she mentioned, I'm my kids, oh, yeah, we met before.
Right. But let me say this: his approach was decent.
Oh yeah, I'm good at what I do now.
It was.
It's a craft.
Let me tell you what he said.
It's an art.
He said, "Excuse me." He said, "Have we met before?" He said, "Because I have these guys with me, and they were checking you out, but I just came to speak to you because it seems like maybe we met before." But he didn't know who I was, and I knew. I said, "Hey, I'm my kid's mom." He was like, "Oh,
yeah,
mom,
yeah."
right?
Not my finest moment, but
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. A is out there. He's usually at a lot of major events, doing photography, and but good guy, and he's letting the ladies know. And hey, it is what it is.
Yeah, not to toot my own horn. I am a decent guy at heart, but I will treat you the way you let me treat you. That's
called treading the waters, and that's
yeah.
And ladies, if you let them tread the waters, they're gonna dive right in.
Knee deep in that thing.
And so, do you do that based off of what you see? So, like, if you're online, and so you basically make a decision based off of what you see,
or
so
read,
pictures,
or
okay.
Yeah. I mean, and I don't actually do that much. I mean, I have an online profile. I don't actually meet very many people online.
No, I just mean just in general, based off
but
of
yeah,
what you
just
see. Like if it's
meeting
somebody,
people and how I meet them and where I meet them and getting a feel for what their standards are.
Mm-hmm.
Again, I'm only gonna do what you let me do.
So why do you feel like you have to?
Oh, it's fun.
Okay.
He's a single man.
It's my nature, though. I always push the limits.
He's out there doing his thing, and because he's been doing it so long, and he's come across some very shallow women that allowed him to do that to them. So hey, he's playing the game.
This is why I always stress to women, young women alike, that you have to respect yourself first, because exactly what you're saying you will do is exactly what I always say men will do, if we allow them to do it. And it's just very interesting to hear it coming from the horse's mouth. So
I'm a horse now?
The horse's mouth.
Well, and let me also say this. Let me caveat all my previous statements with this. I date for the simple pleasure of dating. I am not looking for my wife. There are guys who play by that rule, and there are women who date for the specific purpose of finding their potential life partner. And that's fine. That's just not my end game. I don't really care if I meet my wife or not. I really don't.
Well, I have never dated to find a husband. Ever. I wasn't dating.
When did you get married? How old were you?
How old was I? 20.
You can stop right there. That's all I need to hear.
Why?
Because you were young.
But I still dated.
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
let me tell you, I'm good at dating, and I'm excellent at being single. I like being with me.
We'll
I
take your word
enjoy
for it.
being
I mean,
with
you-
me.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
But you're not in the same category as those women I was talking about previously, though, the 30 and 40-year-olds.
Well, nowadays, people are trying to make sure that they're married by 30, you know?
Yeah, and if they're not.
They need to stop putting the time on.
Right.
That's what
that brings up the thirst.
The women who, in my age demographic that I
when
meet,
they're thirsty like that, they just get.
if they've never been married, trust me when I tell you, they've been looking for this dude for 16 years. I promise you. If you're not married at 40, you started looking for him at 24, give or take. You've been looking for this dude for 16 years and you ain't found him. Trust me. Your search.
That's why we need to know our
We need
worth.
to stop looking.
Yeah.
Ladies, guys, we're getting ready to get out of here. We're almost
Don't stop,
out of
'cause I'm still out
time.
there.
But thank you all for coming on the show. We have to stop looking, first of all. If we stop looking for these guys and allow them to find us, lady, because you are a Jew, you know, if you allow them to go hunting for you, my daddy taught me a little bit about hunting. I used to go hunting with my dad. You know, I know a deer panthed after the water, and the deer just stands still. You know, the men will go out and hunt in the forest, and, you know, once he sees what he wants, you know, and he shoots at it, you know, he got him right there. But a deer is just that little deer that's out there, you know, that's just going about her way. She's not trying to go chase. When have you ever seen a deer go running after a hunter?
Never.
Never, ever, ever. Have you?
No.
No, deers don't do that. Ladies, you're a deer, you're a Jew, you're a queen, and that's not what you do. But listen, don't chase men. I want you to hear this. Men were born to pursue and conquer. You don't have to prance up and down. Neither do you have to bend over and pick up anything or tie your shoe, ladies, because I've seen you do that too. You don't have to blow up his phone all day long making drive-bys. You know, you don't have to chase a man. Let the man come and find you. I actually seen this lady turn over and reach to bend down to pick up something when she saw this guy walking by. You don't have to do that. You don't have to settle. You don't have to settle, ladies. So don't be thirsty. Don't post those booty pics. Don't twerk in public. Don't chase men. Come on, Ramon. I need you to jump right in there. Preacher man. That's what A called him today, preacher man. Jump right in there. We got 2 minutes left on the air. I want you to jump in there because I haven't heard from you on this second set.
Well, to leave it off like this, every young lady I come across, I tell them I developed this concept from my spiritual father, R.C. Blaze Jr. I said, who are you? And they say, my name is such and such. I said, no, you're a queen. And all these little boys do is lie, lie, lie. You're a queen. And once you identify and understand that you're a queen, you're not going to settle for less. The difference between men and boys is between the ears. And that's it.
That's it.
That's a good way to sign off right there.
Yes, it
Yeah.
is.
I mean, I don't agree with it, but it's a good way to sign
Yes,
off.
it is.
Of course not.
I'm just messing with you.
Okay, guys, we're out of time. I want you all to join me on tonight for more Real Talk with Mary J tonight on blogtalkradio.com at 10 p.m. Central Standard Time. I hope you're up late tonight because it's going to go in deep on tonight. A, hope you can join because A brings that, you know, he brings that twist. That's why I like him on the show. He brings that twist. So guess what? Join me tonight on blogtalkradio.com/Real Talk with Mary J at 10 p.m. And then meet me right here in the studio every Monday morning at 10 a.m. live, coming to you from NewOrleansTalkNetwork.com. 12 things divas don't do. Yes, don't be thirsty. Tell them don't be thirsty.
No, a little bit, because, I mean, I'm still out there. That's all
Know your worth, ladies.
Know your worth. Did you guys have a
About
happy
3
Merry
drinks.
Monday? I
We
hope
did.
you did. Come on. What are we toasting to on this morning?
Y'all ain't been drinking?
No thirsty.
No
women.
thirstiness,
I'm not thirsty
ladies.
because I've been drinking.
Oh, A drunk all of his already. You were thirsty.
Yes.
I drink. That's what I do. I drink and I know things.